I think there's a real change in what management, what leaders of the organizations look for in their data and their decision making. You know, I think it used to be okay to get reports, you know, on a Monday for the previous week, and I don't think that's the business that we're in anymore. I think it's more of an immediate data, real time, to be able to make decisions and to become more agile as an organization. The biggest obstacles that we've come into hasn't really been the technical side of the business. It's been more of the people side of the business. And what I mean by that is, you know, the change management, the adoption of these new systems. For my side of the business specifically, it's transportation, we have truck drivers, you know, we have warehouse folks and loaders, and they're used to, you know, a very, very paper environment. They're just writing things down, hand things off, and so they're not really the most technically savvy folks, and that's not really what interests them, and that's fine. But to be able to do what we want to do and get to where we want to be, we have to have these systems. So it's really more of getting that buy-in, making sure to involve them in that process as well, so that they're on that core project team. They're helping you develop these new systems so they feel a part of it. And I think that's what our biggest challenges will be, is some of the challenges that we've faced where we've, you know, fell a little bit and try to pick ourselves up. So, you know, it's not just about managing the system, the technical side of that project, but also managing the people side. Papa John's, not just our food distribution side, but the entire organization, our mobile workforce is really starting to go to the iPads. But we've done a little bit of the cart before the horse. You know, we now have these devices out there, and I think it's now of, okay, what are we going to do with them? We have it, you know, I have folks that work for me that are customer field reps. They're liaisons between the restaurants and our distribution center. We have supervisors of the restaurants, where I think that's some of the biggest impact, where they may supervise 5 or 6 restaurants. And we have, you know, 3,000 domestically here, so you can do the math there. That's a lot of workforce out there, and we don't want them sitting behind a laptop anywhere. So I see us really starting to use those tools for the data to make them real-time changes, whether that be what the sales trends are, or things like weather impact us significantly. Sports, you know, we're partnership with the NFL now. And you know, we have a lot of specials that if they end up scoring a certain number of touchdowns for their local team, they get so many free toppings the next day. And so you know, you've got to be agile and react quickly. So I see us really trying to figure out what our mobility strategy is, and that's something through this conference is that I've seen. You know, I don't think we have that roadmap that a lot of folks here do, and I think we've really got to concentrate on. When we go back is, okay, what is going to be our mobility strategy moving forward? I think they can help us in many ways. I think, you know, what we just talked about is finding out what the strategy has been in other organizations that they've worked with, what they've seen be successful, what they've seen not be successful, which is sometimes even more important. So we've got some partners that we're working with now that's brought some of that experience, but I would say that we're pretty much in the infancy stage of that. So I think we can get a lot of help with the design and, you know, forecasting where we want to be, and how can we get there. I think we know what we want to do. I don't think we know how we're going to do it. I don't think we know all the tools that we need. I think we're starting to learn, but we're getting bits and pieces from those folks that are experts, and this has been great to be able to connect with some of those folks.
Fantastic. And my favorite question: who is your all-time hero and why?
Who is my all-time hero and why? You know, growing up, and I'm from Indiana, and I don't know if you know much about that, but basketball is king there. And so growing up, it was Michael Jordan, you know, and you know, he was in his prime when I was, you know, going through my teens and playing basketball. So I obviously idolized him. You know, in my current days, I've got 2 kids. My son's about 14. He'll be 14 next week, and my daughter's 12. And, you know, I think now I really, it sounds odd, but I really look up to them and some of their accomplishments that they've made. You know, just like today, I found out that she made her #1 volleyball travel team. You know, she's all excited. And just to see them work hard and progress to where they want to be and accomplish their goals, I think is real rewarding for me. And so I kind of look up to what they've achieved and what they put forth in there every day.